up, guys? It's Pigpen, the one and only. How the heck are you? I'm pretty good here. Just got done watching Carbonated's, what they call it, the epic recap. So this is my recap. I'm here with my man Frank the Tank, one of our most recent player summit, rather. My mistake, player summit members. Good. I don't know, guys. We're having some issues here. Hopefully you can hear Frank. Let me know if you can hear him. Frank, why don't you say hello? See if we got audio.
You guys hear me or what?
We'll see. We'll see. There might be a 10-second delay, so we'll see what's going on. Anyways, guys, here with Frank the Tank. We just got done watching the Carbonated epic recap. What's up, Dave? We got COD Gamer, Jersey Kid, Pro Bad. Chad is here. Chad always joins late. He's like, what'd I miss? What'd I miss?
That's awesome. I like Chad. He's good guy.
Yeah, so he's here actually earlier, and I don't know if we have audio. I have no idea. Nobody has said anything one way or another. It is laggy. Tonight is laggy as all heck. I don't know why. So it is lagging. How about the audio, guys? Can you hear Frank?
You guys hear me? What's up?
We'll see. There's a little bit of a delay. Jersey Kid says, hey, Frank the Tank. So I think we got Frank the Tank, and is CJ around? Maybe we can get CJ on the line here. Let me
What's up, Edward?
let's give
All right, Edward says we're good. All right, cool.
Frank sounds well. Okay.
Thanks, Edward.
CJ, you there?
What up?
Hey guys, it's CJ. I gotta say, your profile picture looks like a lion, man.
That's what it's for.
Yeah. So finally, we finally get CJ on here. He's now that he's a big superstar and all, he's too big for us.
Hey, give me a second. I'm gonna switch headphones.
All right. So I guess we'll do a little player summit talk, guys. Wouldn't make sense to pass this opportunity up. We got two player summit members here. Frank the Tank, and just now with us, CJ Adams, all the way from the deep south. And so
we lose Frankie?
yeah, we lost Frank, but he'll join. I'll send him another. I'll send him a. So, anyways, we didn't get a chance to talk. I haven't had a chance to talk with you, man. How was your experience out there in California?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, Frank's back.
Yeah, my bad. That was not me. I fucking dropped my phone.
Oh, he dropped his phone.
Stop drinking. No, I'm not drinking. I got work tomorrow. I wish. Oh.
Yeah, CJ was just getting done telling me when you dropped your phone, he said that all you did out in California was drink nonstop.
No, that's not true. They didn't let us do that, but I would have.
Now you.
Yeah, we know you would have. I can't help it.
Yeah. So, CJ, man, how was your experience out there? Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I did. I don't know about Frank. I had fun. It was awesome. I liked it. I liked meeting everybody. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was cool. Walking up to the hotel and seeing y'all standing there. I was like, all right, cool. We're late for the party. Yeah, you guys were late. Hey, our planes actually got there like 30 minutes early.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time finding Cesco when I got off the plane.
Yep. I think it was Jeff Surreal who said that he got off the airplane, he Facebooked you or called you or something. It's like, hey man, where are you at? And you were like, oh, I'm out front or outside the baggage claim or whatever, having a cigarette. So he walks out there, and Jeff says, I don't know, I've never met Jeff in person, but he says he's a pretty tall guy, decent sized guy, And he walks out and he's like, he says he's smoking out on the bench or something. And he's like, there's only one person there. This must be him. And then he says you stood up and it was like a freaking monster, dude. He says you're like a freaking animal. You're just gigantic.
Yeah, he's fucking huge. So, so I got off the plane first and I'm waiting for Brian.
Uh-huh.
And I'm texting him, and I've never used Uber before this. I've never downloaded it. I got a truck. I drive everywhere, you know. So I ordered the Uber because he said, all right, I'm outside. I'm looking for him. And I'm texting him. I'm like, you know, where you at? What are you wearing? Whatever.
Yep.
And then my phone rings, so I answer it. He's like, hey, yo, where you at? And I'm like, I'm at 7A or some shit. He's like, oh, I'm right here. Where are you? And I'm fucking walking around, can't find this motherfucker. And then he's like, look, I'm the black guy with the red hat dancing.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're not black. And then he's like, forget it, I'm canceling it. And then he hung up, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm like, oh my God, that must have been Uber. And then Brian ended up fucking finding me. And he was like, yo, did you see that black guy with the red hat dancing? And I was like, no, I'm looking for that.
So, let's talk racing rivals, man. Everybody's like waiting and waiting patiently for 7.0. You guys must have had like at least a small glimpse, tease, something.
I've seen it with my own eyes, Joe.
Oh, tell us what you can. Tell us what you can, man. Like, I'm honest, like I'm waiting. I'm patiently waiting for 7.0. And I know it's going to be a little bit, before it comes out, which I'm good with. Like, honestly, like, if it comes out too soon and it's not done, and it's not like they've done that, not carbonated, but Glue and CIE did that. They made that mistake multiple times. They pushed it, and they released an update too soon, and it was horrible, man. Honestly, horribly. We know 6.0 was the biggest blunder so far in Racing Rivals, all the way up. I mean, even bigger than some of the earlier ones, but 6.0 really killed it for a lot of people. And it was because it was rushed and it wasn't what they promised. And what they did give us kind of was crappy. And we can thank Glue for that. But Carbonated's in the driver's seat now. And at least they're honest and they're saying, hey, we're not going to put something out that's not well put together, that it's not going to be.
There are a lot of smart people over there.
Mm-hmm.
They work pretty hard. I'm excited about the no chickening. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
I cannot wait because there's so many people in the lobby that'll time you out. They'll fucking they won't race you.
Yep.
They're selective racers, And I'm just trying to race, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I don't have a lot of time. I just want to get on track, get a couple races in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you feel on that one. Yeah.
So, I mean, like Donna says better to take their time and get it right. I absolutely agree. Now, I know it sucks waiting. It really sucks waiting. But I would rather wait and have a better product at the end of the day when it is released. I'll say that. I'll say it over and over again. Eric, my man, Eric, finally here. Awesome. Yeah, Eric joined the Carbonated live stream a little bit late, and I was afraid I didn't think he was going to show up, and then I see him. I'm like, there he is. He's here. Sweet. So you guys not only had a sneak peek that, but you guys got to dive in pretty deep into 7.0 as far as it was done. So give us an idea.
That's his fucking baby.
What's that?
I heard that fucker's vape going on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to keep it away from the mic.
Nah, I heard Jeff does that. Jeff vapes too, and I hear it all the time. It's funny.
Sounds like Darth Vader.
Hey, good evening.
Mine's a little more conscious than Jeff's, though.
Yeah.
He's got like the fucking super vape.
So I don't know, man. I just give us an idea. What were your thoughts when you got to fire it up and you got to see it? Did you get to play it on like a device? Did you watch someone else play or just see it?
When I first got to touch it,
yeah,
it was very overwhelming. I was like, what the fuck is this? That was my first reaction. I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do here, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like any new game, you start clicking shit and figuring it out. And then you're like, all right, I know what to do here. You know, I got this. You get on a track, and it's very similar to what it is now.
Yeah. Did the track looks the same, basically?
Yes, it looks very similar.
Okay.
From what I see.
And you know, as far as the tachometer, all that looks the same. Cars shift the same right now. All that good stuff, right?
I think they shift a little differently now.
Okay.
They got some. It's going to be more realistic, the cars.
Well, yeah.
And stuff, you know?
They were saying, actually, Daniel was saying just on tonight's live stream, I think he used the Evo 8, for example. So right now, the Evo 8, you know, may hit we'll say an 8.6. And it shifts at, we'll say, you know, whatever. I don't know. I can't remember right at the top of my head, but we'll say it's laid at the wall, wherever. So when 7.0 drops, the car as it is, the Evo 8 right now in your legacy garage will shift the same. If a car can go shift it, it's going to go shift just the way it is. All that good stuff. Nothing's going to change. But the only
go shift Stephen Parker in your legacy garage.
Yes, you can go shift in your garage. But then the new, if they decide to release the Evo 8 as a 7.0 car,
it's a new car.
It's going to have the same name. It's going to be completely different, though. It may have a different top speed. It may launch different. It may shift different.
Yes.
May have different ratings. Who knows? All that good stuff. So basically, 6.0 or well, whatever they call it, 7.0 and 6.5 cars could be and most likely will be completely different.
Correct, Stephen.
What did Steven say? No more go shift? Oh.
Yeah, we correct them.
Yep. So I like that. I think that's really good. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you guys, did you see the upgrade screens at all?
Like the cars?
Yeah, like where you upgrade the parts. I hear it's different. I don't know if you guys saw it or...
It's different. It's not different, but it's roughly the same. You can tell.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna be about the same for tuning. So.
Okay. I heard, and I'm not. I just thought I heard this. Maybe I was wrong. I heard that the upgrade screen is different, like, or maybe they have something planned for it, or in the future update. But I thought I heard somewhere they said Colby or Daniel said that the upgrade screen was different. Like you could actually almost access all of the parts in one screen instead of having to go back and forth multiple times. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe that's at a later date.
Maybe that was one of the.
I haven't had much time. I didn't have much time looking at it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen people asking about how the gem's gonna transfer.
So yeah. So they actually talked about that, and I really kind of wanted to reiterate something, and maybe I hope I'm right, but I thought understood from a previous live stream. So
Darth Vader.
There it is. And somebody tonight wanted to know, and I think they were hinting at, they wanted to ask, is it in their best interest to buy gems now or buy gems after 7.0 drops? Because the value changes. Like right now, they said it's like, I don't know, 2 point something, you know, cents per gem. And they're going to round it off so it's like 1 cent a gem. So you can easily look at a car and go, oh, this is 1,000 gems, that's $1, you know, or whatever the conversion rate is. It's just going to make it a lot more sense, like the metric system, man. You look at it, you know exactly how many gems equal $1, how many dollars, you know, it just make it real simple. But I think somebody was asking, they wanted to know if it was in their best interest to buy gems now or later when the conversion, and I think they missed that, but I don't think it really matters. It's not going to...
I think it's going to be the same.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be the same. It's just going to have more value.
exactly. It's going to have the same. They're going to convert it, but you're not. If you buy it now, you're going to have more gems, but it's going to balance out in the end. So it doesn't matter if you buy gems now or you buy gems when 7.0 comes out. There's not one that's going to give you an advantage, more gems or more value over the other. It's going to equal out with the formula and all that good stuff. And I think that's what they were trying to ask in the live stream, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe I misunderstood. But
yeah, what I got out of it is that it's going to be like if you have some dollars and you want to exchange them for pesos, it's going to be the same thing.
right, and whether you do it now or later, it doesn't matter. It's going to convert the same.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is it? Okay, so Probat had a question. I have a question, Pigpen. Is the game going to change for the good or the bad? Why haven't you all of our cards or money? I'm not quite sure what he's trying to ask there.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't know. I know he's asking the first part if it's going to change for the good or the bad, but I don't understand the second part.
Well, I'll let you guys answer that first one. You probably more of the authority on it than me right now because you've actually seen, So what do you guys think? For the good, for the bad? No change? What do you guys think?
In my opinion, it's got a lot of great qualities. It's got a few ones that I don't like, but it's going to be good for a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good just for the simple fact that they're banning so many cheaters. And, they're working out all the glitches.
Uh-huh.
And, all the graphics are going to be better. They're having new types of ways to race. It's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah. So CJ, let me ask you this. You just said something. There's some things you don't like.
Well, there's a few things that I don't like, but majority of it I do like. But I'm just really picky about stuff. I'm still used to the 6.0, 6.5, so.
Uh-huh.
But in my opinion, it'll get better. I'll end up changing my mind about it most likely.
Yeah. Okay. So, what about you, Frank? You find anything you really don't like about it?
I don't like that they're trying to stop me from bullying people in the lobbies because I like doing that. Just a big bully. Yeah, I don't care. If you're in the turf lobby, I'm going to race you. I don't care. Probat said, what happened to all of our money or cars?
What happened? Nothing's happened yet. The only thing that's changed right now as far as money is upgrades are $1 rather than the full value, which is 50,000, 100,000, whatever it is for a part. The value has changed, or the amount. Darth Vader's back.
Well, with my vape, I have coils that I have built, so it takes a while for it to heat up.
Mm-hmm.
If any of you guys need a vape, CJ will build it for you for some fucking cash.
He'll build one?
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, he's a fucking vape builder.
Oh, no shit. Huh. But when 7.0 drops, yeah, your money, your RRC is going to be wiped pretty much clean. If you've purchased RRC from the game, you'll get to keep that. You won't lose that. So if you've purchased a mil for $100, you'll keep that. If you've won money from a bet, you've sold a car, you've cashed in on some wheels or paint that you didn't want, that money will not stay. You'll lose that money. The only money that you'll keep is money that you have purchased through the game. Now I'm wondering, like, say I bought a mil, all right, and am I going to start 7.0 with a mil even though I've spent some of it and won some in races and stuff? How do they determine if I've spent the money I've spent, if that's money I won, or if that's money I bought?
I think if the RRC comes from some Malaysian sweatshop, they're going to delete it.
Yeah, but like basically say this. Say I bought RRC, okay, from a Malaysian sweatshop, as you put it, okay. So I have 1 mil in my account right there from a seller, okay. Then I go to the in-game app purchases. I purchase 1 mil. Okay, so now I have 2 mil, all right?
Yep.
Now I go to the showroom and I buy a car for 100,000. I upgrade it for 100,000. So now I'm down to 1.8 mil. So,
if you got that from a middleman, I think it's going to go away.
But how do they determine?
But I think they said something about they have a way that they can tell.
But how do they know what I have 2 mil in the in my bank, and I spend, you know, so it's 50-50. 50 came from the game, 50% came from a seller. Now I buy $100,000, $200,000 worth of cars, and I have 1.8 mil left in my bank. When it resets, do I keep 1 mil, or do I only keep 8 mil because 2 of that mil I spent? How do they determine if I spent it from the money I bought or I spent it from the money that I purchased from the game?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
But I'm going to spend all my RRC and say, fuck it.
I'm right there with you.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
start fresh.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I mean, now's the time. Just
Tune away, man. Tune away. Buy some mill rims. Fuck it.
Yep.
Splurge, baby. Splurge.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go through and buy a bunch of cars, some Stellas, some BMWs, some Scion TCs, my favorite. You know, there's no point in taking any of that money. You can't take it with it. What else? What else?
Check Joe, I just sent you a picture in the chat. Not the chat that we're in, but your personal chat.
Okay.
So what Frankie was talking about a minute ago. I think I had already showed Frankie the picture.
All right, let's see. Come on, I got to see.
All right, let me have a look here real quick. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, is this your... Jeez. So you weren't joking when you say you build vapes.
No, yeah, I've seen that stuff.
Yeah, I just sent it to our chat, Frankie.
I can't... I wish I could show everybody right here, but he's got like, what is that, like 2 bookshelves. One of them's filled with all sorts of juice. Another one is just, I don't know if I could get...
the vape smoke in the air.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, it's a little clouded in there.
That's actually a buddy's house that we go over there and he builds stuff and I help him build.
Yeah.
He's actually training me how to build some pretty cool stuff, so.
Nice.
Oh.
Vape master. Pretty soon he's going to be doing Hadoukens.
So I don't know right here. So pro bad, but the question I'm asking you is what happens to new cars that's coming in the game and how much would they cost to buy? Nobody knows, man. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows prices of stuff, man.
I mean,
$1 million.
yeah, I don't know. These two with me don't know. The only people that would probably know would be, you know, yeah, carbonated. So that's it. So that's it.
Me and CJ gave $6 when we were in Canada.
I'm all about helping people out, but man, that's one thing I won't do. I don't give out money to bums. Like
I did. We did.
I see.
Fucker was sleeping on a bench. I felt bad.
It was like 3 o'clock in the morning and we went to the store across the street.
Yeah, we fucked up.
Screw that, man. Like I see people all the time and they're sitting there, like the dude's sitting there with a sign that says anything will help, give me money. But he's sitting there smoking a cigarette going, you know, he bought those with money that people gave him, going, man, if you got money to buy cigarettes, you got money to buy your own food.
I always help people, man. I feel bad.
No, I do too, for people who actually, you know, want to work and give it a shot. But there's people that just sit there all day long. And it's funny. It's like they sit there, there's an area they sit and it's right basically a stone's throw from a McDonald's that has a sign that says now hiring. So it's like, so here, I'll help you out. I'll give you a job application. How's that?
Give him a pen.
Nope, there's going to be a shipyard COD. COD Gaming says no shipyard in 7.0 either, or it's being reset. Nope, there's a shipyard. They just got done saying they just got done saying on this last live stream earlier, Daniel said and Colby said that the shipyard's still there. The only thing that really will remain the same is how it looks. You'll see the the visual, the crates there, and the
shipyard's going to be better.
Yes, but
yeah.
everything as far as the formula, the drop rates, the programming, the code behind it, all of that has been completely revamped. And
even what's in them is pretty awesome.
I know.
You could get more bang for your buck.
Yes, they were saying how you can buy a crate. And there was, I think they showed it on a simulation on one of the earlier live streams, like 4 weeks ago, maybe. They opened up a crate, and it was basically, you purchase one crate, it looked like you get multiple items. They got 3. The first one was like a car. The next, which is no blueprints, man. Blueprints will be gone, which is one of the best things I've ever heard. Absolutely hate.
The most exciting thing I've heard.
I hate blueprints, and I'm so glad they're gone. So you open up a crate, you get a complete car. Colby said, you can't race a blueprint. Why would we give you a blueprint? You can't race it. We'll give you a car. So you open it up, you get a car, and then in that same crate, then you got a second item. It was like paint. I think it was a set of paint or something. And then the third item was either like headlights or I can't remember what it was. Underglow, something. So he got like 3 items out of the same crate. So yes, Ivan agrees.
Pretty cool.
Hey, you guys mind if a buddy of mine joins?
Not wrong.
All right. I don't know if you guys know him. Let me see if I can add him real quick.
I like meeting new people. It works for me.
Yeah, he's cool. I've talked to him for a while. Hey, what's up, Eric?
What's up?
Going, brother?
So, everybody, this is my buddy Eric. Actually, I've talked to him forever. A long story, I'll tell you real quick. But I've talked to him in-game and, on Facebook for the longest time, but never met him in person or talked to him until today. But the funny thing is he actually lives in the next town up from where I'm born and raised. I lived there for about 20 years. And after talking one day, I look at his Facebook and I see he's from a town, and I'm like, holy crap, are you serious? Where are you from? And he tells me, and I go, yeah, man, that's cool. It's like you're like 15 minutes away from where I used to live, which is crazy. But I never met him in real life.
I thought you were about to say he lives like the next city up, the next town up from you.
No, but I've actually met people in the live stream that live 20, 30 minutes from me. I'm like, man, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't think I have many people that live close to me out here. I mean, I think Crystal's about an hour and a half, 2 hours away.
Oh, yeah?
Ah.
So, I guess some of my guys around here. Well, yeah. Well,
I've met a couple people from Racing Rivals. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I did too. My Players Council.
Yeah.
So Eric,
lucky with your Players Council. Yeah, that was some luck shit. I've been trying to get on that Players Council for example.
So let me ask you this, Frank. I'll ask CJ, you guys, what were you like when you first found out that because it was kept, you guys kept it real quiet. Nobody knew. Like, you guys didn't tell a freaking soul. And if you did, I didn't hear about it. So, but you guys didn't. So when you first found out you were going to the Player Summit, that you were invited, what were your thoughts, man?
I was mad.
Mad?
Yeah, because I had literally the day before trimmed my beard down.
Oh, gosh. So now you got to go with the baby smooth face or something? Is that it?
No. I always have a beard.
Yeah.
But I went from my lion face to just a regular beard.
Huh.
When I found out, I was pretty excited. I kind of just wanted to tell all the guys on the team because that's the real reason why I got invited, because the guys on the team, I mean, they're the real beasts.
Yeah.
Guys been racing for me forever.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
you think it's hide it from your team, try hide it from somebody that lives with you.
Yeah, I can only imagine. That's crazy how you hid it from your brother.
Oh shit! You had to hide it from your brother?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
How the hell do you do that?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I hear you.
All right, fair enough.
How do you hide it from your brother? You just say, "Oh, I can't make plans this weekend."
Well, no, it was eventually I was able to tell him,
Yeah.
but I had to, like, it was a solid, I didn't tell him until like 2 days before.
I bet he was pissed.
Oh shit!
I don't know, I'm surprised he's not here. I don't know where he's at. I haven't seen him all day.
I was talking to him earlier. I don't know what he's doing now, though.
Are any of you guys affiliated with any of the beta testing?
I played the fifth.
I played the fifth. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and I'll say the same.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll be honest. I am not affiliated with the beta testing. And
I mean, I did it out in California.
yeah, I'm not affiliated with it at all because, for one, I want to be completely surprised. Like when 7.0 drops, I want to go live and show everybody what it is, catch my reaction completely, as you see it. I don't want to know anything.
That'll be a good stream. That'll be cool.
Yeah, I don't want to know anything about beta as far as like I don't want to see the screenshots. I don't want to see if there's people talking about it. I don't want to hear about it. I just want to go into it knowing nothing, absolutely nothing. So I'm completely surprised when it goes live. I can say, oh, this is it.
It will be better that way.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say this. Any chat that I'm in on a live stream, if I'm a moderator and I see you ask when the update's coming out, I'm going to put you in timeout.
People keep asking that. Now, I know a lot of them are just trolling, but there are some legitimate people who ask right there, Mr. Strange. He's trolling. I know he's trolling, but there are some
I know
asks.
he is now.
There's some.
You, Mr. Strange, you fucking jerk off. What the hell's wrong with you, man?
But there are definitely some people out there that legitimately are like, when 7.0 coming out, even though Carbonated and the community, everybody has said over and over, there is no release date yet.
They
And
have not released the date. They said they will give everybody plenty of time in advance.
yeah,
Pretty much.
so it's not like, and I know it's from the sounds of it, it's not going to be definitely not within 2 weeks, because they did mention 2 weeks it's not happening. So to think that maybe a month from now is a possibility, but I would even venture out and say between 1 and 2 months before it drops. I mean, I could be way off base, but I'm gonna say between 1 and 2 months, man. Like, what is it?
Come to the dark side.
I'll say mid-June. If I had to bet, I'd say mid-June. Man.
I don't know.
They said that the update wasn't going to happen until all the episodes were over. And we still have, how many episodes to go before it's even over yet? I thought this was the last one.
I don't know.
I think Twitch is going to be forever.
I think they should continue it. I don't know if they're going to do an every week thing.
I like watching it.
I do too.
Get some info about turf.
But my guess is these guys are going to be real busy, and maybe they do a weekly thing. That'd be cool if they did. But if they don't do it,
40 guys there. They're just fucking working.
I did like how I got banned from the Twitch chat for like 8 minutes.
Asho.
That was crazy. They banned you for so long. I got banned once. I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't even say anything wrong. I was like, hey, what's going on, guys? I'm here. And then, boom, you're
Well, they haven't
you can't talk now.
Yeah, they haven't said if you comment too much, it auto bans you.
Like maybe I was spamming or something.
Yeah, if you message too much at one time and a short amount of time, it'll ban you for so long.
That's crazy.
I got banned the week that I found out I was going to California. And I was like, fuck, I knew I was gonna fuck this up. I do it. You're gonna uninvite me now.
What about Craig? Craig's gotten banned from almost every single live stream, every YouTuber out there. He got banned on the carbonated Twitch feed. I banned him here once for shits and giggles. I banned him once. I was a moderator on Asho. Asho was doing a live stream, and Asho made me. Speaking of Asho, he just gave me a $2 super chat. Asho, you're the man. You're the man. But Asho made me a. Oh! Look at that shit. Oh my goodness, Asho, you're killing me.
Wow. I think Chad's trying to challenge our gangster. Oh, he wants to get timed out? He says, I've never been banned or timed out. You can't say that anymore.
Oh no!
Sorry, man.
Love you, Chad. He asked for it.
Chad asked for it. Holy crap.
Aw, poor guy.
There's another one.
Oh, he's timed out too. Oh my goodness. Brutal.
It's always the silent ones.
Brutal. I gotta talk to Asho. I don't know how to do the super chat. If you're in a
regular thing, you can't have your actual keyboard pulled off, and the bottom right corner is like a little money sign.
Yeah.
Show me money.
Now.
Yeah, I see the keyboard thing. Yeah. Or the little money thing.
Yeah. Maybe it's just because I'm on my own live stream. It won't let me.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna send yourself money, and you're gonna.
Yeah. Right.
Holy crap.
You're gonna pay YouTube for it. Not a good idea.
I can do it. It's gonna let me send $2 super chat.
Well, yeah, they take I think 30% of that.
Yeah, they do. They do. They take.
The max.
Yeah, they're gonna end up taking away from you.
They're gonna take the whole thing from you.
I know. Nah, I'll tell you what. Next time Asho's live streaming, I'll give him a super chat. No way am I gonna give myself. No way am I gonna give myself a super chat and give YouTube 30%.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, he's getting ready to go live. I know it now. You're gonna go live while you're live just to get that super chat. Cause you're a bad boy, Probad.
Did he? He didn't ask. Probad didn't ask for it, did he?
No, he asked for something else. Yep, he asked for it in my eyes. TK warned him too.
Okay, so let's get down to some brass tacks here.
Okay.
All right, to all of those who do plead the fifth, your reactions on how some of the vehicles have been responding as to what you think they would going forward now.
I don't think it's very accurate.
I kind of feel the same.
Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of agree with that. Because I know I'm better than that. Really, Astro?
Jesus.
Been dodging from like the IRS.
Well, is that Rod right there? DRC Motors?
Yeah.
So.
Well, I just kind of feel the same way. It's just kind of like it doesn't feel almost like. I mean, yeah, sure, it's beta, but I don't know. I'm kind of in like the whole kind of like state of mind here where it's like I think they should be a little quicker.
Yeah, well, it's also you got to realize the boost. Well, the thing is that they're making them more realistic. Yeah. A lot of cars don't run the times that they do in 6.5 in a mile. You know what I'm saying?
These cars are supposed to be permanently boosted.
Yeah, but they always say it's a beta. Nothing's. It's just
no, that's true.
Nothing's in.
Mess around.
Nothing's solid here.
Set in stone.
Yeah, right.
Just
Hey, look at this.
What's that?
I've only had troubles just because it tells you you have to play, and then you have to upload, and then you have to fill out a survey, and
Really, yeah, sure.
all this and that. And
What's it?
I've uploaded everything I was supposed to upload, and it keeps telling me that I didn't upload it.
Are you?
I think a couple people have that issue.
After when we're done live, I'll talk to you about that.
Fair enough. I appreciate that. I could use some help on that big time.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about that later.
So I didn't even know that was Ron. Ron, I didn't even know that was you. You changed your name like Frank changes his cars. I didn't even know that was him.
CJ set the new record on our team this week. That guy's a monster.
For points?
Yes. Well, okay, CJ, what was it? I forget what it was. So like 800 and something. Boom! Fucking animal. I'm gonna go ahead and tell Probad again because he doesn't get why he was timed out. I timed you out because you asked when the update is coming out.
Dude, Probad, you gotta listen. We don't know when it's coming out. There's no date set. No date set.
Get away with that one.
All right. There's your freebie. No, everybody, listen. Nobody knows when 7.0. Nobody knows when 7.0 is coming out. I'll say it again. Nobody knows when 7.0 is coming out yet. It hasn't been, a release date has not been set yet.
What was the name?
Wipeout MX for
Dad's bad.
Oh gosh, sorry, I don't even know what name he's going by anymore.
Kind of sounds familiar.
He was Wipeout MX, and
Wait.
he was the leader. Oh shit! I mean, they were a top 5 team.
What was it?
Well, the chain gang is where they originated from.
I love popping cherries, Chad.
Nobody knows, so get Bandit.
I know who you're talking about. I think I've never raced him a few times.
Oh my gosh. Nah, Probad, don't worry. It's all good, but I'm just saying. And I don't know. Lil Savage, I don't know. He says, I don't know where he gets his information because he says it's coming out in 3 to 5 weeks. Now, we just got done watching Carbonated's live stream, and they said...
That is not correct information.
Exactly. So don't listen to Lil Savage. It's not 3 to 5 weeks. It may come out in 3 to 5 weeks, but as of right now, nobody knows. So you can't say 3 to 5 weeks.
It can come out in 3 to 5 weeks. It can come out in 3 to 5 days.
It could come out 3 to 5 months for all we know. So there is no date. Don't listen to anybody. If somebody says it's coming out in 3 weeks, 5 weeks, a month, don't listen to them because nobody knows yet. Information has not been released yet.
My guess is it'll probably be at least a month or 2.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm going to say a month and a half to 2 months.
I'm going to guess 4th of July because Powell had that 4th of July suit on. Like,
He'll have the what?
Remember, he had the 4th of July suit on. Uncle Sam outfit.
Does he have one? It's all good, Lil Savage.
Last week they asked us if we were interested in having another racer club.
Uh-huh.
And they just even put up a whole thing saying, would you guys like another racer club?
And he was in the 4th of July suit there too.
Gave us the options of, what we would like, this and that, and the finish. Gave us some options. I was already on Ferrari, Glickenhaus,
That was all about the Datsun.
Yep.
And a couple of the other, and this and that, just kind of like throwing them in there. And so if they're going to do that, they said that it takes like 2 weeks just to prepare.
Yeah.
Just to do one of those. So if they just put that out the other day, well, if we're going to have another racer club, well, that's already 2 weeks away.
Right. So, it's not coming out any time before then.
Exactly. I mean,
I hope it takes a long time because I want to tune all my cars.
Yeah.
I want to lose all my cars.
I still have no time. I have too much inventory.
Just for the simple fact that all RC is $1 right now. and you can't sue them later. You know, once it comes out, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all these ghost shifting people, you better tune your cards. You guys keep asking about ghost shifting. They said tonight, legacy cards going to be ghost shiftable.
I still have a million cards that I haven't touched.
Where's your beer?
Huh?
Probad makes a good point. Where's your beer?
Probad.
He said, where's your beer at?
Tell you what, you guys. Tell you what, hold down shop. I hope I still have a beer upstairs, man. I didn't. Hold down the fort. I need to go upstairs and see if I can.
I got mine right here.
I got mine right here. Cheers.
What ice?
Nice. Just both ice. I got some whiskey. Well, you ain't drinking though. Yeah, but I can crack it right now.
Crown Royal. I'll go with it.
I like Jameson.
Jameson's okay.
I love it.
I can rock with that.
Yeah, crack it open, put a straw in it, chug it.
All right.
I'll get all wasted and break the NDA.
What are we breaking?
No.
What are we breaking, guys?
We're not doing that.
So, I got a couple here. I'll let you guys choose.
The left one.
They're both left. I want to know which one's going to be empty. We got this Mountain IPA, Shed Brewery. Never had this one before. And then I got this one. It's a BBC. This one's called Cabin Fever. I'll let you guys choose. What's that?
Yeah, you like BBC, so let's go with that one. Oh, shit.
Okay.
BBC?
yeah. Big Black Crocodile.
Is that an innuendo name for something else?
Yeah. I think Frank knows about that one.
No. Wow. Who knew what I was rolling into tonight? That's crazy.
Hey, you're rolling into a good time. Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
I'm great. I'm having a great time, guys. I'm loving it. I'm actually just excited, finally get some internet here at the house and I can actually get online and be part of it instead of just having to hang out and just go, hey, what's up?
Yo, Eric.
Hope somebody sees your message.
Right.
So good thing about being a moderator. I can put it in caps so he sees it. Nice.
Hey, Eric, how much were they trying to charge you to get internet at your place? You remember?
Well, I can tell you this much. To get internet at my house, I can either go with the normal AT&T plan for my home internet, which would be 5 megabits per second.
Mm-hmm.
And that runs at about $40 per month.
Okay. Sounds.
And that's 1,000 gigs cap, but that's all I get.
What was the company? Remember, you called the company, one company, and you said.
Well, yes.
That's what I want. That's what I'm talking about.
Everyone knows of Time Warner Cable, right?
Yeah.
Time Warner Cable, they are now called Spectrum.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they honestly told me there's no problem. We can bring the internet right out to you. They said, well, he did say, sure, yeah, it's going to take a few weeks and such, but we can bring it out to you and it won't be a problem. I said, really? I said, okay. I said, well, can we get this started? He says, sure. It's only just going to cost you about $17,000.
Yeah. We actually, when I did underground boring for AT&T, we actually had a guy who lived out in the middle of nowhere, and he paid for all the wiring, all the stuff to get to his house.
That's crazy, man.
Baller.
That's crazy.
Good.
Well, it was the same thing. He said $17,000. Like, I mean, he just rolled right off his tongue. It wasn't even a prompt for him to say it, and I'm just kind of like sitting there, and then after I stopped laughing, I'm like, are you serious?
Outro.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, how many people do this? And honestly, he did tell me, he says, well, honestly, I've only ever had 2 people that have ever really paid a high, amount of money to do such a thing. And I was like, really? He says, I have had one guy that paid $65,000.
Screw that, man. I'll tell you. Dude, Eric. I gotta get your address.
Sure.
One of these days, Eric, I gotta get your address because one of these days I want to live stream. I want to prank call Spectrum, call them up and live stream the whole thing, and see if I can get them to tell me it's gonna be $17,000. I'll do like I'll do my Indian accent the whole time.
Well, that would be perfect.
Oh, I would love that.
What I feel bad about is the guy that we were doing it. I guess all his neighbors and everybody who we had to go in front of their house for, they all thought they were getting ready to get the AT&T fiber optic lines, but they didn't realize it was just for him.
See, that's just it. I mean, once he got it, they can't patch into that.
All right. I gotta say hi to Outro. Somebody said something. Probat, I think, asked me if I'd ever consider switching to a Corona. Absolutely, but VW Beetle says with a slice of lemon. You are disgusting, man. Lemon, no thanks, man. You got to put a lime wedge in there for sure. For sure. I don't know. I've never had a lemon in my Corona. No way. No way. Not happening. Probably my last live stream just to leave on you're welcome there, Soul Taker. He says, thanks for keeping the game as fun as long as you did for me. Hey, that's what I do. You guys keep it interesting for me. I keep it interesting for you.
Why would you quit now, Soul Taker? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to ask you to tone that down a little bit. Horse choking.
Really, VW Beetle? In Puerto Rico, they use lemons?
You know what? I'm gonna have to try that.
I will try it. All right, screw it, man. I've always put lemons in there. I've always put limes in there. I'll try it with a lemon.
Holy shit, Vader. That's not even me. That's Eric.
I will. Probad and Beetle.
I've got mine turned down.
I might buy some Coronas for this week. This weekend.
125.
Damn. See, I don't need that huge cloud. I don't run C8 coils. I need C2, C8.
There you go, Alex.
I'm running big boy coils.
I got my beer, Alex, right here. And I got a backup right here. Cheers.
It's all about the flavor. It's all about the flavor.
Well, mine takes a while to heat up. I've got it turned down with the heating up so it doesn't drain my battery so fast.
Hey.
Well, I'm using vanilla cupcake, so.
So, Ron. Hey guys. Here's a pro tip. Right here, a pro tip from Ron. Ron says he secretly uses his mom's credit card for gems and tells her she got hacked.
I was just reading that.
That's terrible.
Ron, you're savage. Ron, you just admitted it to
I'm
it.
screenshotting that right now and sending it to you.
Damn. Busted.
You're going to get a beating.
Soul Taker's drinking Blue Moon. That's good. Blue Moon's good. That's a nice Belgian white. That's a really good beer.
I like Blue Moon with some orange in it. That's
good. That's the way to have it, man.
Fuck yeah. You like anything with alcohol. That's right. I love it.
Oh, yes. Actually, I got a really awesome picture on my Instagram of a Blue Moon with an orange in it. Oh, my gosh. It's the best picture in the world, and it makes you want to drink it every time I see it, man. I'm just like, I got to get a Blue Moon.
The best picture in the world is the picture of the pizza I sent you.
Pizza, what?
Yeah, so that pizza does look damn tasty, I'll tell you that.
I like building. Oh, you guys pizza.
You just got called out by Mike.
Hold on, what's this? Hold on. Mike Colley says, hey man, big fan, bro. Do a shout out to Mac, please. My wife says, no balls you won't. Does she say I have no balls and I won't do a shout out? Or you, Mike, have no balls? Because I'm kind of confused about that.
Why is your wife talking about another man's balls?
Oh! Oh!
That's fair.
Mike! Mike! Big shout out to Mac, Mike, Colley. There you go. Oh, man. These are some serious questions, though. You might want to ask your wife, though. Shots fired, Ron says. Absolutely. I love it. My kids always say that shit.
Always say that you have no balls?
No. Oh, wow.
I don't think that can't be what he's talking about.
I'm getting the boots out now. This is getting bad. This is getting real bad.
Is that Mike Colby or Michael Jackson?
Oh, man.
Two-fisted. All right, way to go. Go for it.
Next, he's going to say the monkey said you had no balls.
Edward Shorty, my man. What's up? I'm trying to find this picture for you guys. It's that blue moon. It's with an it just makes you thirsty. You look at it and you go, damn it, I'm thirsty already. Who?
No, I'm looking at Mike's YouTube.
Oh. I can't find this picture. I got too many pictures here.
Yeah, I can't send messages while I'm on the phone with you.
Yeah, I have to actually.
I can.
Oh,
It's
oh.
the down arrow on the top.
There it is.
The down arrow on the top.
There it is.
Down arrow on the top.
Where do you are?
Oh, look at that blue moon.
There should be a down arrow, or just click the home button.
On the home button? But I'm just in messages and the group call.
Doesn't that just make you thirsty?
I see you. Yes, thirsty.
I'll send it to you guys so you can have a look at it.
All right. Roots from Joe.
Whoop, how'd that get in there? My bad. There it is.
Ooh, we get that.
Pete Smith, what to do? Quit the game if banned? Oh.
What? Start over and don't cheat, you fucking cheater.
Frank never holds back a punch.
Maybe that works. You guys tell me if you get it. It's still 7.
It doesn't even show that you're in.
Well,
dude.
Like I said, it might be 7. It's supposed to be 17. We'll see. We'll see in a second. Just give it a second.
One.
Well,
it doesn't even.
I got seconds.
What in the world?
Sprite and tequila. Have you ever had that? I've never heard of that.
No. That's a lot of cheese.
Ugh.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that looks disgusting.
Oh, you have no idea.
I like to pizza around me, man. That stuff is good.
So
this is deep dish.
I mean, I try it, but I don't really like deep dish too much.
that pizza looks good. I'm telling you, but I don't know. I don't know, Eric. I got some really good pizza up here. I got some really good pizza up here. That's for sure.
Yeah, just Slim Jim and Hot Pockets or whatever.
Oh, Hot Pockets. That's a good idea. I didn't think about putting Hot Pockets on that shit.
Give you just a frame of reference.
I went to Mexico and the bartender was putting tequila in all the Mexican drinks there, like beers.
I'm not a big tequila fan unless it's in a margarita, like a habanero margarita. I'm a sucker for that.
Go get you a Corona Rita.
What the hell's that? Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
They sell them, or you have to make it?
They make them. It's a margarita, but a Corona Rita. Yeah.
Oh.
Like an upside down beer in it.
Yeah.
An upside down Corona in it.
Yeah, it's like a bucket, and they have the beer in there, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. I remember seeing one of those before. I was down in Arizona. I saw one of them. I didn't have it, but I saw somebody drinking it, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I tried it. It wasn't too bad.
It was like 8 in the morning, and I was already hammered.
Well, nice.
We were bored. We didn't know what to do, so we were walking around, and none of the shops were open, but there was a freaking bar, and they were playing Nirvana. I was like, what the hell bar plays Nirvana? So we went in, and we sat down at the bar, and I didn't think they were going to serve us, but they did. And we just kept drinking and drinking because there was nothing to do. Next thing you know, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was lit. I was lit.
I could play a little Nirvana on my guitar.
I could play a little bit of Nirvana.
Nothing crazy, but like a little riff.
Yep. Edward, I'm coming back to Phoenix soon. My wife wants to go back. My wife wants to go back to Arizona next spring.
I never been over there.
Atlanta? I love Atlanta.
I've been to Atlanta.
Ah. So.
Arizona? I like Phoenix.
Dude, we were there for 4th of July weekend, and we landed at the airport, and as soon as you walk outside, it was like 10 at night or something. It was 112 degrees.
Oh yeah.
It was ridiculous. I mean, it was like you open up an oven and that heat comes out and just hits you. It was crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes it gets hot like that in Jersey.
But it's like a dragon.
Not really that hot. I mean, it gets pretty hot here.
Yeah, that's because the buildings next door to you were on fire.
Sometimes I got a weld in that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I'm sweating my balls off.
What are you, MIG or TIG?
Whatever, man.
Whatever?
Yeah. MIG, TIG, daily art, carbon art, plasma cut.
I'd love to mess around with a plasma cutter, man.
I don't use that for certain things.
Alex wants to know, Pigpen, what's your dream car that you would want? First one that comes to mind. I actually have my dream car. It's not really a car, a Jeep. So we won't count that. So dream car. Well, that was my dream. Yeah, dude. That was my first choice. That's what I wanted. I bought a Jeep, brand new. Bought that damn thing. That was and I just love it. I'm a Jeep person. Always been a Jeep person. But we're talking cars here. I would either go with well, I'd have to pick an expensive one because if somebody was going to give me a car, I'd have to go with an expensive one.
Goddamn right.
So I don't know, man. You guys watch Grand Tour?
No.
Oh my God, that show is freaking amazing. It's so funny. I would love I don't know, man. I would like
What's Grand Tour?
Oh my God, is that 97 Toyota Supra?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool car.
I'm telling you, there's a dude in town that's been driving around a Subaru BRZ, which is basically the same as a Scion FRS.
Yes, FRS.
That thing looks. Yeah, Grand Tour is freaking awesome. So if I had to pick okay. I know this is going to sound odd, but if I could have a car, it would be a freaking DeLorean. A DeLorean or a Batmobile, right?
A fucking Batmobile, that's what I want.
You go DeLorean, didn't you?
Absolutely. Had to go with the DeLorean. But no, if I had to pick a real car.
I talked to Joe earlier and I said, who's ready for Ready Player One?
Joe didn't know anything about it.
Nope, I still don't. other than the very, very basics that has to do with like, you know, video game, virtual reality type something or other. I don't know.
Oh, wow. I hope all you guys know about it. I really do. I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, like, I remember I got the book in Loot Crate. Like, it was a long time ago. And I ended up reading the book. And I mean, it was honest. I mean, honestly, it's the most awesome thing you could ever imagine. Okay, so imagine here we are. We're all sitting here today. And there's pretty much just one video game that you can only play, and it's just a virtual reality game where you can just go in and you are able to be anything, anyone, no matter what it is, you can be that character. Life. You can think of anyone.
Holy crap.
I mean, you could be Chucky from, you know, Child's Play. You could be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I'd be Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck.
You could be Howard the Duck. You could be Howard the Duck.
What is this now?
It's the movie that just came out. It's called Ready Player One. And
Spielberg directed it. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I want to see that.
And if you get on YouTube and you do some research on
Collie?
it, you can just watch a trailer.
Mike Collie?
I know what you're talking about. That movie looks cool.
It is amazing.
I've seen it. Awesome.
Huh.
I didn't see the movie. Like I said, I've read the book. And when I read the book, I even thought to myself, I'm like, there is no possible way this could ever become a movie. Only because it just had too many things. It's where it was even referenced in the book that the Back to the Future DeLorean was a car in the book. And they made the movie, and, well, the car is in the movie. And so, I mean, they did it. And, you know, like, some of the special items they can pick up is, like, a Rubik's Cube that turns out to be, like, some kind of, like, you know, impenetrable grenade that they can throw at people. It's called the Zemeckis Cube, because it just references Zemeckis that directed the film.
My kid loves Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah. I hate the
honestly,
Rubik's Cube. I hate that thing. Hey, Ivan.
Just look up the trailer for Ready Player One, and you're going to be, I'm going to go see it right now. Or at least if you guys know any good, decent pirating sites where you can get online and find the movie for free, well, it might save it, but you might be watching it in Spanish. That's awful.
Shout out to Mike Colley's kid.
Yeah, Mike Colley. He said, yes, sir, been following for years. My kids don't believe you did a shout out. Mike Colley, thank you. Been watching for years. I feel as if we're best buds. Thank you, Mike.
That was to Mac.
Yeah, it was to Mac. That's right. So, there we go. So, check this out, guys. I got to share this. And you guys, there's a 10-second delay. You guys won't see it if you're watching. But everybody here, here's my, I finally got this, my own custom Pigpen, the one and only Funko Pop. Looks just like me, dude. He's got the Boston hat on.
That's awesome. Really? But there's no B on it.
And there is. It just doesn't show up very well.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. He's got, you know.
Oh, cool.
I love this thing. I was like, hell yeah, man.
Where'd you get that?
You stole it.
I did. I took a couple of them. I found a few at the store that looked like there's the head. This dude had a headset, and I was like, oh, I'll take him. So I popped the head off, and then the body was from another one that kind of looked like it was different colors.
Oh, that's cool.
And then a dude I know painted it up and put it together. It's like, hell yeah, man.
That's awesome.
That is freaking awesome. I love that thing. It's awesome.
That's cool as shit.
So I'm going to put, I keep this back here. You won't be able to see it back here, but I keep it there. That's awesome. I love it. I was like, yeah. Pro Bad, man. As soon as 7.0 comes out, I might do a few racing videos here and there, but I'm telling you, like, I'm on pretty much like, I don't know, like I'm just like, I'm in waiting. I'm basically in waiting mode right now. Like, I'm waiting for 7.0, and everything is kind of on pause. And I know, I just hate tuning. Hey, maybe I'll give out my password and email to somebody so they can tune my cars for me.
I need PayPal code, sir.
I'll give you, you know what? I'll put it right here in the live chat. I'll put my email address, my Game Center password.
I'll make sure I ban you. Just do it.
I'll put it out there so somebody can help me out and tune my garage. I trust you guys, right? You guys wouldn't take my account, would you? No.
I'll add them to mine and tune them for you.
There you go.
Just go ahead and consolidate.
You gotta find one of these builders. Just tell them they'll pay them when it's done.
Yeah.
I got a builder. I'm not looking at that.
I hate tuning. I absolutely hate it.
You have 45,000 gems.
Yeah, why aren't you spending them right now?
For real. Yeah, wait till the gems don't go away, remember?
No.
They multiply. So
Yeah,
take 45 and multiply by 5.
Is that what they're doing?
That's what they said in the video tonight.
I wasn't watching the video. I was busy.
If a gem was worth a nickel, so it was worth 5, and then he said, well, the gems are going to be worth a penny now. So every gem that you had is now going to be worth 5 and what you're going to gain. So then if you had 45,000 gems.
What was your question, Ivan?
And go from that.
What was
your question?
Oh, Ivan. Okay, he had a question. I was going to answer it, and then I got sidetracked as usual. He says, hey, Joe, turf usually starts on Thursday night and ends on Sunday. Is it going to stay the same, or is it going to change? I believe it's going to stay the same. I don't think they were going to change that. They said it works out pretty well. People like that time, like those days. I don't believe it's going to change. So don't worry about that. Yeah. Turf will, well,
The season is,
yeah, a season will be a month long. Or no, it'll be 3 months,
3 months.
a quarter.
3 months.
But the same day. Oh, it's Ralphie, Ralph Wiggum.
I thought that nobody was going to win a car next week. You had to wait until the month actually got over, and then everybody went for the car.
Yeah, but the events and stuff will be weekly. And it all adds up at the end.
All right, I mean, if we're going to win, if we can still win a car every week, okay, that's cool. I can be done with that.
I think what it is you get collectibles and you spend them as you want. But I think the prizes will be different from at the end of every one. You know what I mean? So, like, you might be like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to buy this. But
Yeah.
then if you buy it, you might not have enough for the next one that you don't even know what's coming over. Or maybe they'll tell you what's coming. I'm not sure.
A question from ProBad. Eric, how do you see your live chat when you're going live? There's another device. There's interesting, question. What's that? Just an extra device.
It's got a second device.
Thank you, CJ.
People have more than one device.
There it is.
I think the donate button is broken. Well, I just tried. It won't let me. Yeah, I'm on my iPad, and I don't have it's my old account. I don't remember the password for it.
Let's see. Jose says, Joe, I'm not even going to answer this. I'll let someone else answer it. Joe, got a question. Should I get back to playing RR?
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely. We need more racers, man. We need more racers.
Definitely, yes. Bring tanks.
Alex D. Pigpen, what's your favorite superhero for DC Comics? I see you have Batman and Superman in the back. Does it have to be for DC?
I'm Joe's favorite superhero.
I don't know about DC. My favorite DC. I don't know. I've always been a big Batman fan, but I really, as far as comic books go, man, my favorite has to be. It's a dude named Deathlock. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Deathlock, but Deathlock was just badass. I remember when I was Deathlock. He was like this cyborg robot humanoid thing. Just a badass. Where's my weed at?
Who said that?
Probad's where's my weed?
It's in timeouts where it's at.
Cool. Well, hello.
Who we saying hello to? I like Iron Man. I think Iron Man.
You like Iron Man?
Yeah, I like that. You'll see here in a second. I fix shit all day. I think that's pretty cool. My freaking iPad's going slow.
Oh, what Probad say? What did he do to get?
Whoops! I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Hey, my shit.
Probad. I said this is where you say Probad. My bad.
Now you gonna make me pull up my iPhone.
Sorry about that, Probad. He didn't mean to ban you.
There it is. I just bought you your next beer.
Eric, you're the man. It just so happens, bartender. Oh, I got another beer. Sweet.
It's payday tomorrow.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Mario's here. What's up, Mario? Dirty Hammer. Because turtle. I like turtles.
Oh, $2.99.
Yeah. Cheers. So Eric just bought me a beer, Dirty Hammer, $1.99 because he likes turtles. No other reason. No other reason, but he likes turtle. Because turtle. All right.
Turtles are the shit.
I love turtles, but have you ever seen a turtle in its own element where it was?
But inside its shell. So what's your guys' favorite car in the game right now? In the game?
So.
Yeah. What's your favorite car?
What?
Like to race or look?
Yeah.
Whatever, anything. Any car that wins. Oh yeah. All right.
No. I mean, there's got to be one you go to that say.
My car that I like the best is the Snoopy Concept. I like that car a lot.
Really?
Yes, I love that car, bro. That car is so cool.
Now is that's an X-Class car?
Yeah, the X-Class.
You like that thing?
I like it. I love it in 56.
Not the you're not talking.
Like bully people. Yes, I love it.
You're not talking about the Subi the glue edition one. You're just talking about.
Just the old concept itself. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when that fucker came out, I was like, oh my god.
I bought one and it still sits there.
Oh man. Is it stock? Because that matters.
It's not stock. I think mine is like a 63 or 68.
I sold mine to Lex.
Tell you what, Frank. I know I have one somewhere on one of my accounts. I'll give that shit to you.
The secret is it has to have stock weight reduction, and that motherfucker is fast.
Really?
Yes, and if you install that, you can't ever put it back to stock. So it's tough. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Well, mine would probably be completely stock because I'll check. I'll see if I can find one. It's got to be on one of my accounts.
My favorite car, I actually became a big fan of the Skyline GTR RE recently. Oh, yeah? Oh, that's why he was mad. I was like, man, what the hell's wrong with him?
It was kind of quick.
I get it. I get mad. Yeah. Concept, man. I won one earlier, and I went test drove and ended up breaking the record on my second try. Oh. Damn it.
Damn.
Well, I didn't win it with one. I beat him with a Maranello, and then went to test drove his car and beat the record with it. Awesome.
say LaFerrari is one of my top picks. In the 73 lobby. Yeah. We go shifted. And it goes like 7 seconds. Yeah, that fucker. Those things are ridiculously stupid. Like, those things are retarded fast.
Oh!
It's 7 seconds in 73 lobby.
I know what I wanted to ask you guys. No, I remember. So I had a question. I'm sure. Did you guys must have gotten like some sort of car or something to go out there, right?
No, I got a plane ride out there.
No, in your account.
Yeah. I've been messing around with it.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Would you like for me to send it to you, Joe?
I'd like to see it as myself, thank you.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Let me see if I can find my Dotson.
Oh, you got a Dotson? Sweet. Sweet.
Oh, man. That might be loud. I'm going to turn my game on my phone. Oh, crap. I got to charge my phone. Dr. Daddy plays Fortnite. He plays with my stepson.
Although,
Fortnite's good. Yeah, my son plays. He's pretty good at it.
What about the Berlinetta at 56?
I've actually never driven one of those.
That car can hold like 8.6.
Yeah. Nice.
Somewhere around there.
Wow. That's fast.
Which car is this?
The Ferrari Berlinetta.
Oh, okay.
Is that the A-Class one?
I won't say A-Class.
It was
no. Oh, it was not. That was the radio club car.
Okay. I don't know which one you're talking about there. It's a Ferrari.
It is a Ferrari.
Nah.
Yeah, there's so many.
Carlos,
Ferraris.
I've never played Fortnite before. Never.
Fortnite's gay. Don't play it.
I've never played it.
Play Fortnite. No. How about you, Joe? What's your favorite car?
It all depends on my.
GT2.
It's got a problem. Well, GT2 is actually, it's got to be up there. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it all depends on my mood, really. But yeah, the GT2's probably been consistently up there as one of my favorite cars. To race, I love it because it's a challenging car, and I'll put it up against anything. I don't care. I know most of the time I'll lose it if I go up against a fast car. I don't care. If I go up against an R3 car, I'm going to lose it 99% of the time. I don't care. It's just fun to be the underdog. But recently, man, what the hell is that car? I've been your brother there, CJ.
The HSV?
Yeah.
HSV.
I hated that car for the longest time. And then like recently, like your brother's in recent months, your brother's been like, oh, the HSV. So I've tried the Honda, and I got to tell you, man, it's a decent car. I like it. It's just fun to race.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Those things used to be hard to find, and then they were pretty much given away to everybody. Like the first, if you can get the first 2 shifts, you're good.
Yeah.
I still have a top 5 sitting in my garage. The red one with the green wheels.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go, Joe. I just sent a picture to you.
All right.
Chat. Nice time.
Wait, you didn't send it to all of us?
Well, you're in the chat too, aren't you? I see it.
I don't see it.
Well, it's because it doesn't like you.
There it is.
There it is.
Nice car.
Hey, what did Carlos do?
You know what sucks?
There it is. Okay.
The fact, you know what sucks is the fact that like you have the Ace 8s on there, which are lightweight wheels, which everybody wants lightweight wheels on their car, but I'm not a big fan of the way they look. I wish.
Are you serious?
I don't.
Did they really do that to you? Like for real? Did they really give you the same damn car?
Yeah.
Dude, that's bullshit.
Well, the one with the time is actually not mine. That's the one. I was just messing around with that before I even went to council. That's somebody else's.
But still, that disappoints me big time. Yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, that was 1 of 7, and
Well,
Joe's got one, and this and that. You can't just go ahead and say, okay, well, here you go.
no, actually,
Throw that on top of that, because those guys aren't never going to sell theirs.
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We got those cars. We went out to the Players Council, and they must have given out, I think, 7 of them. Okay, but then last year, we got those last year, or 2 years ago at the Players Council. We got those, but they gave them out to a few new players last year at the Players Summit. Steven got one. Kristen got one. Lex got one. I'm trying to think.
Jessica's got 12.
Don't even tell me where Brian.
Oh.
Why you not, Brian?
Yeah, I wonder, what did Brian get? Because they didn't give him 2 cars, did he?
I think he got a second one.
Really?
I'm sure he did.
That's pretty cool. He's probably the.
Let's go snooping around his account.
I gotta ask him if he got another one, or if they just, because last year when I went to the Players Summit, they gave people. I didn't get a second one, so I don't know if he got a second one this year. They gave me.
Look at his tiny garage.
So his tiny garage.
Yeah.
Our review?
No, that's not the one he had it on last time. He's got 2.
No. HSTK Jords. He's asked.
Actually,
is it
the one with the lightweight rims is actually the one that I borrowed from him.
Brian's got a few accounts that I know of.
Well, here you go. Watch this. And boom.
What'd you say? What is that?
Yeah, exploded. That's one account that one of them. Another one of them is I can't show because I don't have access to my game.
So
you're his NDA. You're not allowed to talk about that account.
So he has 2 of them, right?
No, it's not that. I don't have access to have my regular racing rifles right now.
What'd you do?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Sounds a bit suspicious, huh?
I found a way around that.
I mean, I'm gonna shut up.
What's a console? PM me after. What's a player's console?
Council.
Players Council.
Yeah, the Players.
Console.
So, who was it? Somebody had a question or comment. Oh, he said, no. HSTK Jordan's. He asked, is it worth start to play again? He's like, what's the 7.0 update about? And is it a glitch that all my upgrades are 1 RRC and 1 gem?
No, that is not.
Everybody's.
Everything is 1 RRC. Everybody's 1 RRC.
Fine, you guys want it that way? I'll play it that way.
Uh-oh. I heard something about playing. I'm going to chat.
What's going on? What are we missing here?
No, nothing. Everything's fine. Everything's great.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you either.
I'm perfectly fine.
I must have missed something.
Well, I was hoping to get Brian on here tonight, but he was like, I'll join, or I'll live stream with you after he said he had to put the kids to sleep.
Man, let me go get his ass.
He's like, I got to put the kids down, and I thought, whoa. Like a...
You should be in here.
You better have a shirt on.
Yeah. When did they do the dollar upgrades? They changed that like about a month ago, right? About a month ago, dude.
Yeah, where you been? Start tuning.
Yeah, you got to start tuning.
You got about 3 hours before that day comes out.
What's up, Ego? Ego's here. Ego 923.
Go. We're all down. It's like New Year's.
Yeah, you got 3 hours for that one-day delivery for that car.
So, everybody wants to know when the new update's coming out, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It'll be here tomorrow. It'll be here tomorrow.
Where you see that at?
Yeah, second. Yeah,
Where you see that at?
Who?
Like a shortcut.
Oh, Ego. There's no update. Not yet.
No.
Just messing.
Nobody said anything about an update.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
What's one of the best underrated cars or underestimated cars that you guys have encountered that have turned out to be cars that have been actually like, holy shit, I didn't know this car could do something like that.
I don't know, man. There's always cars that surprise me.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's been a few of them that I've ran that I was like, oh crap, this is bullshit. And then I find out what the shifts are, and I was like, okay, this is actually a damn good car.
I'm telling you, I can't tell you how many times I've lost a car to I've lost a Pinks race and go, that car can't do that. And then sure enough, I look it up and I practice it and go, holy crap, man. Didn't know that car could do that.
Yeah, the Ford RS, I don't know, I think it's 2003 or something. That fucking car is a monster in that, but I was about to fly to Jersey and slack you if you said the RS R8.
Oh, I love that car.
That car. The only problem with that is that nobody wants to race you because you're so fast.
I know. Well, that's the thing. That car. First of all, the RS RE is probably one of the most overpowered car in the game for what it is.
That I agree with.
It really is overpowered. But I'll tell you the reason I love it. The reason I love it because when it first came out, everybody and their brother pinked that car. If you wanted Pinks, that was the car. You could jump in that car and you could have Pinks all night long, non-stop.
No, this car, Joe.
Which one are you talking about?
I checked the chat. You still can. Oh, the RS300 RE. Monster.
Oh, that?
That one surprised me. I was like, oh my god, this thing's running 7.4.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I lost that one. I found it.
Where did you get that car? Where did that car come from?
That was a turf car.
That was? That was a
turf car. Yeah, we got a wrapped one, but I actually got an extra one, and that was it, but I lost that motherfucker. I was so pissed.
Another car that...
Oh, thanks, Jose. Thank you, Jose.
Okay, how about this? How about best deal you've got on a car?
Well, I just bought, what was that, 8 or 9 Marin Yellows for like $10. Free. That you paid for, not that somebody gave you. Yeah, I guess, I don't know.
Hold on.
In that case, it would be a lot of people happy with the cars that I used to give away. Yeah. Yeah, CJ's a big giver.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I gave our top 2 car away from last week. I don't.
Pete Smith, what? Will your account be unbanned? If you're...
Now that I have back to my account access.
You're alright over there?
Yeah, I'm just fine.
So I need to go back in the chat, is what you're saying.
Oh, right, yeah, sure. But, I'm going to go ahead and pull up one of my secret garages here and see what he's got in.
Is nobody talking in the chat, or is my freaking iPad being gay?
Yeah. It takes after its owner.
Never the device.
Not even mine.
Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Jose Santos. Joe is the best YouTuber. I love your vids, bro. Keep it up. I'm going to go to sleep. Talk to you later, bro. I love you. No homo.
I love you.
I love you. I love you.
Just because you said no homo doesn't mean it's not homo. The only way to fix that is to donate.
Well, he is not hiding much on this account.
Nah, he keeps most of the stuff on his main one now.
But he is hiding an Easter egg on one account.
I did see that, Ron. I did see that message. We'll talk. Guys.
Easter egg.
What's that? Easter egg?
What do you think about the rap this week?
I haven't seen it.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. Asho. Pigpen's the best. Asho's the best. Edward wants to know who the hell's talking.
Don't worry about it.
So.
My name is Juan. My name's Jeff.
What is that?
I don't even know if I want to look at Joe ask that. I even want to look. Oh, I got one of them. Oh. Nothing.
I got that too.
I got one of them too. That's not Easter eggs.
Asho.
That's nothing compared to the ones of those that I had.
So.
What do you mean? This one's first place, baby.
No, it's no funny. Dude, I run first place every week. I was there for that car. I said, "What I do with mine?" I gave it away.
All right, let's look at this rap.
The first one that you said, there's like what? I think there was like 14 left of the game, and I owned 4 of them at one point that were first place.
That's not a first place demon.
I'm saying I owned 4. That's not. I had 4 of the first place ones.
Fair enough. Okay.
Jose, thanks for hanging out, my man.
That's the rap this week.
I see this.
Real quick, guys, with me right now is Frank the Tank. Frank, why don't you say hello? Players Summit member. Also, another Player Summit member is CJ. CJ here.
What's up? What's up?
And then a buddy of mine, Eric. Eric, why don't you say hey?
Or not.
Well, screw you too. So, there you go. So we had some questions. Who wanted the who's here? Who's hanging out with me? So
You have to get invited to the Player Summit.
What?
I would love to be able to.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it.
Asha wants to know what Craig. Asha wants to know.
There's a Frank the Tank Gators union.
Hey, speaking of that, Frank, I heard you were a scammer.
Yeah, this guy's like, hey, can you help me buy an account? And I'm like, yeah, all right, what's up? He's like, okay, like the only thing is that they have to send it to me before I send the money. So yeah, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, if you don't help me, I'm telling everybody you're a scammer because you already said you would.
Oh.
Like, was it an IGN or was it somebody actually? No, it was somebody on Facebook. I'll send you a picture. There he is. This guy.
So.
That guy right there. Yep. He's a hacker. Oh yeah, no.
Asho wants to know what did Craig want to talk to him about?
Nudes.
I'm thinking it's gonna say it's either nudes or he wanted to know what you were wearing.
Nudes? Oh God.
Craig's like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing, huh?
The dually converted cars. You gotta pick one or the other. We had versions on this car. We had dualies on this game.
I wish.
I think he's asking which. Wait a minute. He says I have a few cars that have turbo and supercharged. Yeah, you gotta pick one or the other, and when Legacy comes out, it's gonna say that way. Yeah.
Yep. So you got to find out how you want to race it and the best way, the best tune for what you want.
Edward wants to bring back Justin Hamadi. Bring back squeaky voice. All my cars are just gorgeous. Get out of my garage.
Yeah.
I'm looking at mine. Well, good, because mine's nothing now. I gave all my cars away.
So bad.
You turf a lot, Eric? I've turfed quite a bit in my past years. What about now? A little more. You don't turf. It's only been to the point where I have been collecting gems and doing such things and just collecting. Oh, yeah. Collecting. So you're a collector like Brian. Brian's a big collector. I might be a Brian. Say that again. I might even have Brian beef. Oh, wow. Just beef. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so let's, I mean, we could even have like a little show. Throw up your top 5 cars that are the best looking rides you got in your garage. And I can't even really figure out what I would really throw in there. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I know. My Dachshunds. He would do that too.
I got a couple of force painted cars that I love.
I love Dachshunds. Don't get me wrong. I love Dachshunds. They're amazing. They're amazing.
Might call you. But guys, what happened to Glue? That's the big question. Glue is still there in the background. They still own Racing Rivals, but they took a back seat to Carbonated. Carbonated took over the creative responsibilities and the future of the game. Meanwhile, Carbonated does all the hard work, and Glue just sits back and does what they've always done, which is basically nothing. So, hey.
That's how you get it. It's the easiest way to make money.
I guess so.
Oh, God. I did see this one. Oh, wow. Do I even want to know what you're talking about? So, well, for a normal car that you can't really deny, there's nothing that you can't really go and look at this and say, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want it.
What is it?
Dude, I haven't even looked at it yet. It's too pretty. I'm too pretty. It's just too pretty. I don't like NSXRs. I like it. That would be one of my top 5, that's for sure. There you go.
All right, let's have a look at this.
Oh, the Dawson.
Oh.
Oh, the Dawson. Oh, God, yes.
Where did that paint come from? I have some, but I can't remember where it came from.
Sugar mint paint, isn't it? The green?
No, the gold.
Oh, that's the gold flake.
Yeah, but where did that come from? Was it in a crate?
I think it was a crate. I've got 10. I'll give you one. Deal. I'll take one. I'll give you both one.
All right. I just couldn't remember where it came from. Is all.
Hold on, let me go find the other one.
All right. Probad needs forgiveness. We're going to forgive Probad for asking all these questions. It's okay, Probad. It's okay.
I'm not bringing it to you donate, Probad.
Oh, Frank's.
I'm so mad because I found.
Dude.
There's very few people I have found with that Dotson that have the gold prize rounds, and nobody will sell one for under like $50. Oh, sure. I actually have a set of those gold prize rounds. Like,
wow.
Is that your last set? Honestly, well, yeah, it is the last set.
Hey, who is?
I'm not going to hear about it yet. I'm playing right now.
Who has a set of those gold prize wheels?
Go away, Joe.
Who has that?
Here, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to send it to you right now. You can look. It's called it.
Look at that.
Dotson sitting in the background there.
Oh, it's such a cute Dotson. I remember those. Wait a minute.
I do love those Dotsons.
I don't see the ones I'm looking for.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
It has the black outline, but it's the gold ring. Here.
All right, hey guys, I gotta get out of here, man. I got some sleep. I got work in like.
No, don't pussy out now. No.
All right, Frank. All right, we'll let Frank go. I gotta get going too. I hate to say it, but I think it's about that time, man. We're gonna wrap this up. Frank, man, what you got a shout out for somebody or screw them all?
Yeah, shout out to our guys. Great job. Keep it up. Got second place this week. That was fucking cool. Shout out to the guys that carbonated to fucking get this update going. And thanks for having me, Joe.
Hey, anytime, Frank.
Later, bud.
Take it easy, man. Guys, that's Frank the Tank. And then we'll wrap it up here. With me is my buddy Eric. Eric, first time on the show. What you got a shout out for anybody or screw them?
I got a shout out to you, man. I mean,
to me.
Just keep on doing what you're doing, brother.
Cheers, man.
Let's keep going and keep doing. Keep it on.
I plan on it. I plan on it. I need a little motivation from time to time, but that's normal.
As long as we can all stay here and keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
We can help everyone else not do what they're doing.
Yeah. All right. And last but not least, man, a guy who we all know. We see him in the live chat all the time. Part of the Players Summit recently, Mr. CJ Adams.
Yeah. Just want to give a shout out to everybody and being here. You, Joe, for having me on.
Man. You don't have to thank me.
Let me run with him last week, giving him his first highest rank. But it's been fun.
Absolutely. So it's you don't have to thank me, dude. I want to thank you for hanging out and live streaming with me, and for representing us in California, man. Thank you.
It's not a problem.
All right. Well, guys, that's it. We're gonna wrap this up. I don't even know how to wrap this up. Let's see. I'm Pig Pen, the one and only, blah, 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 blah. Like, comment, subscribe, all that blah, blah, blah stuff, this and that, yada, yada. And peace out, Cub Scout. Boom.
Yeah.